Hello, my name is Chris Kwan and I'm the creator of Violater.com. And the reason why it's called Violator, I think you obviously don't know why, because we are one of the only one that is completely free. There is no financial bond, there is nothing. You don't have to do anything, you just have to list it, but we do have to verify your identities. For example, we would prefer you to go to Australian Post to get your identified certified before we can do a transaction for you. Now, I'm a lawyer, so this website is designed to enhance the services for my clients because they will be able to sell the properties online in the most efficient way, which is by an auction. There's also a fixed price if you want. You can also make an offer. You can also ask people to give you an offer. And best of all, which none of them ever have, is that none of the other websites ever have, is that you can even create a wanted list. That means if you are in the market to buy something, you can actually put in, the places where you want to buy and let people come and give you an offer. So there are 4 things here: auction, fixed price, people can make an offer directly, and the transaction is completed online. Now the rest is up to me. The rest is up to me to complete the transaction. And the way it works is that I'll be your attorney to exchange the contracts between the buyer and the seller upon the receipt of a 10% deposit. And that's how it works. It's simple. None of the other websites can do this. Most of them, is free listing, but you have to take up a package. You have to get the package, the photographers and people who come in your house and take pictures and so on. I believe that you can actually do that yourself. I mean, if whatever pictures you upload to my system, I'll have a look at it. If it's good, I'll approve it. If it doesn't, I'll tell you that's no good. It doesn't look good. So that's one way we do monitor the website from time to time. In fact, most of the time, and that's part of our service as well. Other than that, please join me and spread the word. Now I will show you how you can actually perform an offer online. Now the way to do it is that you log in to your account. I'm assuming that you have already been approved. You select the place you want to be. There's a lot for New South Wales, for Sydney. There's a lot of places. So in this example, we are looking at 1 Roma Avenue, which is in Kensington. And I choose a quick listing because there's a lot of things that you have to fill in, but there's something which you have to learn eventually. So it's a complicated system. It's not simple, but if you have done auction before, it is exactly like an auction system. You just type in your description. Remember, your address has to be a full address, because Google Map has to be able to recognize that. If it doesn't, then you have a problem. Then you can modify it if you want to. Okay, let's go. Next step, you put in the prices that you want. The reserve price must be entered, because in New South Wales, if you're gonna do auction, you must have a reserve price, so people doesn't think that you're just trying to make an offer and guess what the market is going to be. So you have a reserve price, and if it doesn't reach reserve price, you don't have to sell. Yes. So the input space is a bit tight, so you better put it and make sure you count all the zeros correctly. You shouldn't put a comma, because the system doesn't recognize a comma. The input requires it to be an integer, which is a number. Yes. In this case, there's a reserve there. Yes, let me tell you a bit about why I choose Violater. Actually, I wanted to use it for something else, but I thought one of the biggest problems we have in New South Wales is actually the cost of selling your property here. Property prices in Sydney have gone up tremendously. Some people are saying to me that it could be a crash coming in. I don't know. I mean, when I first came to Sydney in 1981, the prices around UNSW, that's where the university is, was around 60,000. And in those days, you can buy a Toyota Corolla for $5,000. So it's things have changed quite a bit, but prices definitely for properties have gone up. So if you have bought a property in the 80s, you have at least, the house that I used to stay in was $65,000. Today I can see it selling for close to $900,000 after 35 years. Anyway, just to look at the thing, you all you have to do next is that to make sure who's going to pay for the legal fees. In this case, you're going to pay for it, and the method of payment will be by bank transfer. Normally, we use bank transfer because in New South Wales there is a PEXA system, which is a banking, a banking system which money is transferred across the banks, and it'll be listed. The titles are transferred immediately. So that's one thing that's only useful if you're in New South Wales. Okay, then the last part here is that you agree on the agreement, and that's it. You can list. Thank you.